Hey guys, Coach Mark here, bringing you another weekly update on training. We've now reached week 3, so congratulations on making it this far, if you're still going. So I'm just going to break down for you what to expect from your training week ahead, and reasons why we're having a slight change this week to the last 2 weeks. So I've called it a maintenance week 3. Now that doesn't mean recovery, it just means that we're going to be maintaining the same use of muscle groups as what we've done in the last 2 weeks, but with slightly different movements, slightly different muscle groups, just to help support those main compound lifts where we're looking to build strength, in the back squat, in the strict press, which is also going to carry over into our skill work as well, which I'll sort of go into detail about now. Okay, so if we look at the week ahead, so we have got the squat, the press, the hinge, where we've been doing the Olympic lifts, conditioning. So Thursday is still going to be our conditioning and accessory skill work. So just slightly different movements, increase in intensity in some of our supersets there. And then Friday, we are going to see a continuation of our sort of vertical pull-ups, weighted pull-ups, and our tempo front squats. Again, slight increase in intensity. But in terms of our main compound lifts, such as the squat and the strict press, change in movement, such as, so Monday we've got squat, and we'll be, instead of doing back squat, we'll be doing split squat, which is a unilateral approach, looking to increase range of motion through the hips and help build us and prime us ready for week 4, where again we're going to see an increase in volume with a slightly lower percentage, but getting us ready for that week 6, where we're going to hitting the 80% for a max effort on the back squat. Similar for the Tuesday session, so where we've had strict press, we're going to be working on a press and a pull in that session. So we've got bench press, which is a horizontal press instead of vertical, which we'd have in the strict. Slightly different muscle groups, but supporting that of the strict press. And then bent over rows. Okay, so it's learning to train, get a good balance through the push and the pulling movements. So it's just going to help us stabilize more effectively. So again, when we go into our increased volume on the strict press next week, in week 4, our body's going to be primed, ready to push those increased repetitions. Okay. Now on Wednesday, where we've been having our Olympic weightlifting, we've done the cleans and the snatch. We're now going to go back to our sort of more conventional deadlifts and work through a GVT, German volume training approach. 10 rounds, 10 reps. I think that's going to be a pretty cool workout. Again, focusing on volume, but just sort of straightforward movements. So we're going to be moving with purpose and control, not to heavy percentages, but to percentages that's going to make you work. Okay, so again, when we're thinking about what we're doing in the latter part of the program, like in week 4, week 5, that's really going to help fire things up in our posterior chain, getting us moving better in those Olympic lifts. Okay, so good day there. I mean, it's all good week, good days, but I like the look of Wednesday session. 10 rounds, 10 reps on the deadlift, so it's pretty cool. Like I said earlier, conditioning, accessory skill work. The accessory skill work, again, slight increase in intensity of what we've been doing in the last 2 weeks. So a really good session there, and the workout is going to be another 20-minute AMRAP with some running and some other bits and pieces there. And obviously with the continuation of what we're doing on the Fridays. So that's a download of what we're doing. So maintenance week, okay, just training slightly different muscle groups with regards to our strength work and our skill work, just increasing the volume, getting us fired up, ready for weeks 4, 5, and 6. Now the Metcons, so again, it's not a recovery week. It is going to be a tough week, particularly for the Metcons. Where you're learning to be a bit more efficient in some of our movements. We're going to now implement some bit more dumbbell and kettlebell work in there as well. So looking to volume intensive, moving consistently, working hard in those sessions. Okay, remember, movement is the priority in this 6-week cycle, so we need to make sure we're moving well. Okay, so if you need to scale movements down, okay, that's okay. We want you to move better so you can start developing to go into the movements, the main stimulus movements. Yeah. So we're priming ourselves here this week for the increase in intensity, volume, weight for the next coming weeks, 4, 5, and 6. That's the update. Have a great week training, and I look forward to seeing you when I get back from my little getaway next week. Otherwise, have a great week. Bye-bye.